And we're live here, fourth quarter. Charleston Blue Jays and the Hogan Prep Rams. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the ball game. Charleston down 2. Hogan Prep with the ball. Gets in the paint. He goes up. It's a He traveled with the basketball. 2:43 to go. Charleston's down 2. 2:43 to go. Charleston down 2. And Danny Farmer is going to bring Bledsoe in the ball game here. Try to get some shooters. You got Porter on one side. You got Bledsoe on the other side. Maybe that'll open up some room for Clark to work right here. This is a big possession. Left side pick and roll. Sharp drives. He kicks it back up top to Porter. Porter down the middle. Over on the side. Ball is, oh my gosh. The guy ran out of bounds with the ball. No call. And he traveled. He traveled and he ran with the ball and he was out of bounds and they didn't call anything. But that's par for the course tonight for these this trio of officials. Hogan Prep with the ball, 2:24 to go. Down 2. Charleston's down 2. McDaniels with the ball. He's quick as a cat. Gets to the paint and one. No, they did not call a foul. But that was way too easy. Charleston down 4. And Danny Farmer's telling them, that's you. You've got to come off and help. Charleston down 4, 2:15 to go in the ball game. I tell you what, Charleston had a 10-point lead. And back-to-back plays, they go down the floor and get a bucket. I mean, no doubt about it. Should have been an and one. They're both called charges. It's not even close. And that set the tone for the entire half where Charleston could have blown this thing wide open. And in a period of about 3.5 minutes, the referees called 17 fouls. They called 9 on Charleston and 8 on Hogan Prep. So it was bad both ways.
A lot of touchy fouls. Not fouls where a guy's driving to the basket and getting contact on the shot.
They called the 2 charges. Then the next
One
trip,
gets under the rim.
The next trip they call a hook on on Clark. He's posting up. He doesn't even have the ball yet. They said he pushed off. I mean, if that's a foul, there's a foul every single trip down the floor. They're calling hand checks. Just unbelievable. And it's what we always talk about, Toby. The teams that...
They're just singled out.
Yeah, we just got on Twitter from our good friend Chris Miller. This has become an Elks free throw shootout. Charleston with the ball down 4. 2:10 to go. Clark across the lane. He goes up, and there's a foul. He goes up, and there's a foul. And, that may or may not have been a foul. It's hard to tell. But tonight, everything has been a foul. And that's, like we talk about, from half to half, you have to adjust up here.
It's a big adjustment for this game. They were not calling it. We were close to this first.
You have to adjust from half to half. In the first half, it was a free-flowing game. Both teams playing great defense. It was physical, but both teams.
It wasn't very physical.
It was just a normal game.
Right,
it was
exactly.
a normal game, and we come out in the third quarter, and it was like we had 3 brand new referees. So, just a shame. As Clark makes the first one, he's got the second one. It's up and it's good. Down 2, 2:07 to play. Charleston needs to stop right here defensively. And they have made the switch to put DeMarcus Sharp on McDaniels. For those of you at home, Daniels is about 5'6", looks a lot like Kevin Hart, left-handed, and this guy is quick as a cat. And here's a foul. They call a foul.
Hand check on the drive.
On Sharp. There's a foul on Sharp. He's got 3. Basically, everybody's got 3 or 4 fouls on both teams. Daniels to the line.
He's got 4 fouls.
Shoots the first one, and it's no good. He lets the ball go like he's not really sure where it's going. He's not a great shooter, but he is.
He kind of guides the ball in the air with his hand once he releases it, steers it. Some telepathic powers he must have.
He's really quick, though. He's going to Abilene really Christian. Division I player, second shot's up, and it rolls in.
Tell you what, you get a roll on these rims here.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot up here.
Down 3.
Down 3, 1:51 to go. Charleston with the ball. They see a little four-court pressure. Here's DeMarcus Sharp with the ball. He brings it up the left side. Coming up the left side, they're clearing out for him. He cut off. He goes again. Kicks it back up top. Over in the corner. He's got the baseline.
had to get fouled.
And he scores. Minute 33 to go. Charleston down 1. We need to stop right here. We need to stop right here. And Daniels is not in the game as they are choosing to go offense for defense here with him having 4 fouls, which is a curious decision in the final 2 minutes of the game.
About walk.
Coming down the middle. There's a layup, and it's good. Minute 10 seconds to go. Minute and 10 seconds to go. Charleston is down 3. Ball in 1 minute to play. DeMarcus Sharp with the ball. Gets in the corner to Clark. Clark dribbles it up high. Charleston back to Sharp. He goes up. He's hit. No call. Hogan Prep comes out of there with it. 45 seconds. And there is a near steal. He goes to the bucket and he finishes. Charleston down 5. 38 seconds to play. Timeout, Charleston. Danny Farmer gets a timeout. Charleston down 5 with 35 seconds to go. And right now, I just feel sorry for those Charleston kids. This game's not over.
And Hogan Prep's got a ton of layups around the basket because Charleston's not really contesting it. They don't want to pick up another foul.
You know, right now, I mean, it's just a shame. Hogan Prep has scored 41 in the second half. They only scored 20 in the first half. In the second half, I mean, neither team has really been allowed to play basketball. And you made a great comment earlier. You said the team that figures out to stop fouling first is probably going to win. Hogan Prep figured out, you know what, let's just put our head down and drive because they're going to call a foul or we're going to get a layup. Charleston hasn't had the same success. They put their head down and drove also, but I mean, it's just a shame what has happened here in the second half of this ball game. Sharp with the ball. Dribbles it up high. Over to Tucker. Tucker back up top to Moore. He comes over to Sharp. Sharp. Oh, there's a shot for Bogan for 3. No good. No good. And Hogan Prep comes out of there with it, and Daniels has got the ball. 15 seconds. They're going to win a state title. They're going to win the state title. Charleston is going to come up short. Danny Farmer wants a timeout. He wants a timeout. And he is giving the officials a bad look.
They need it.
Right now. I'll tell you
what, on the last 2 or 3 drives by Charleston, a lot of contact, especially when Sharp went up on about 2 plays ago.
Yeah, it's I tell you what, I'm almost speechless. I've been up here and watched the state tournament a lot of times, and just the way this game turned, there were 17 fouls called in about 3.5 minutes to start the second half. To start the second half, there were 17 fouls called in about 3.5 minutes. And I happen to know one of these officials personally. He's a good official. He's a great guy. But what they did to start the second half of this game, I tell you what, you've got to give Hogan Prep a lot of credit. They adjusted, and I think they're built a little better for that style of game where, okay, everything's going to be a hand check. They've got 2 just jet quick guards. Where if any little bump is going to be a foul, they were well equipped for this game. Charleston is down 6 now, 13.8 seconds to go. Daniels with the second free throw. It's up, and it's good. It rolls in. They're going to pick up full court here and make Charleston use some clock. To the bucket. There's a layup. And no timeout. The clock is going to run out right here.
That's the ball game.
And that's the ball game.
2 seconds. They just got the clock. About 2.5 seconds. Still won't be enough.
Won't be enough. They're down 5. We're going to sign off right here. Charleston Blue Jays come up short, but they had a fantastic season. And congratulations to these seniors on a great career. That's all from Springfield, and thanks for all the support throughout the week. We've had a good time up here watching these games, even though this one didn't end the way we wanted it to. Everybody have a great weekend.